And they will come if their colleagues come and if there's relevant people that come to the table.
I have a question and a thought for you too. And so you might have already talked about this, but one of the things we've been looking at doing is people are getting so much content. Sometimes they're overwhelmed with content. And so how to take people one step further or 2 or 3 steps further and actually take a smaller group that would do a workshop and like do a deep dive into it and actually start filling things in. So we Absolutely. Met David through SRI where we were doing blueprints. We actually did a 5-day, they were in-person sessions, but we're doing that now with a group in Mexico with where we're dividing it into 6, about 3 to 3.5 hour sessions where they do what we might have done over 5 days, kind of the highlights of that condensed into these 6 sessions that can be a week apart or a couple of days apart, or can be customized. But what I'm finding is what I'm really longing for is to have people listen to this terrifying information and then not just go to the next thing. Go, okay, great, I have a call at 3. I have to send out these 5 emails. And then we almost get acclimated to just hearing terrible things and then going on like we're normal. And so how to have people take it in and actually have to sit with it for a while, maybe even say, some of the personal things about what is it like to hear that. And you guys might have talked about that.
You described
but then to actually go into creating what, and then I think I heard you, one of the times when I was walking by, it was also about, you were talking about startups that you had. And I know a lot of people are interested in what are the carbon solutions. Some of those are big companies and many of those are startups that are starting. So how are we ever going to solve this? We're going to need the big companies to do big company things and startups to invent whole new technologies we don't have yet and business models. And
totally.
So it'd be great to then have some presentations from some of those solution providers but have people then say, and what would we do? And to start doing enough steps of that they have to actually get far enough into it. Like they can't just take it in and then leave. That to take it in, process it, and put down some things that have come out of them to create, and maybe if they're in a team, some things that their team has created together before they go on to the next thing and their next phone call and their next set of emails. So that's what we've been wondering about is how to get people to interact before they go.
I think, Lisa, the one word that will make that happen is continuity. Mm-hmm. If I meet Herman now, if I'm meeting Herman, you and David now, and if we meet again in 6 months' time, the chances of anything happening is remote. It's not going to happen. But if we actually have a methodology where we've got a program where we meet over a 12-month or 24-month or 36-month period, and it doesn't have to be all-encompassing.